December 15, 2023, Brave Combat Federation will host the final event of a historic year. A year in which the organization reached a historic landmark, being hosted in 30 countries, an absolute world record in the MMA industry. A year in which the Brave International Combat Week reinforced its status as the biggest combat sports festival in the world, having been hosted for the first time in Europe and South America. A year in which new superstars were formed, a generation of champions were crowned, and Brave CF continued to put on the finest action in mixed martial arts around the globe. Brave CF80 will serve as a celebration of these achievements in an event filled with world-class fights, interesting storylines, and a who's who of Arab and European mixed martial arts. However, none of these attractions can match what the main event of the evening has to offer: a tale of revenge, validation, and two sides of the same coin meeting again. Unfinished business for some, confirmation for others.
Jose Shorty
Man, even though Nkosi is the future, today's my day. Tomorrow will be his, and I'm excited for him to get that rematch eventually one of these days.
Right, CF Bantamweight Champion!
Shout out to Tech.
Yes, it's crazy. Because I'm a champion with no belt. Yet, there's people out there who are not champions and have belts. Can you imagine? This life is unfair, people. Actually, he's weak. He's very weak. And I think, honestly, he's being overrated.
Brave Combat Federation Bantamweight World Champion Jose Shorty Torres meets Nkosi Ndebele in a rematch of their first encounter, which took place last August in Bogota, Colombia. The rematch of the year will oppose two of the best in the world at 135 pounds. Two fighters brought through the same system, meeting again for all the marbles. But before Torres and Ndebele cross paths for a second time in just a matter of months, headlining the biggest event of the year in the historic Khalifa Sports City arena, get ready for Road to Brave CF 80. On one of the highest points in South America, Jose Shorty Torres and Nkosi Ndebele defied altitude. For 25 minutes, they set an impossible pace on each other, each man looking to outperform the other. It was an exquisite display of their cardio capabilities, a testament to a lifetime dedication to their craft. Both Torres and Ndebele have waited years to hear their name called as a Brave CF champion of the world. But on that fateful night in Bogota, only Jose got his wish. Throughout the main event of Brave CF 73, both men exchanged strikes, control, dominance, and fought to the bell. It was one of the best fights of 2023, and certainly up there as one of the best fights in Brave CF history. In the end, two of the three cage-side judges gave the fight and the world title to Shorty. Disgusted with the result, Nkosi let out his frustrations, and the bad blood spilled over. The build-up to their first fight was quite amicable, with Torres praising the way Nkosi was able to rise above his circumstances to make a real impact in the mixed martial arts world. Ndebele, for this part, was impressed with all of Torres' achievements during both his amateur and professional days. But after the fight, a flip switched in Ndebele. Infuriated with the result, he put out a series of social media posts in which he claimed Shorty Torres was a fake champion and that he, Nkosi, was the real bantamweight king of Brave CF.
According to me, he's being overrated, and I gave him too much respect. Even going through that fight, I was also giving him too much respect, but anyways, it is what it is. I still won the fight. I know I won the fight. He knows I won the fight. And yeah, Brave, the rematch, that's what I want. I want the rematch, and I know the future citizens want to see the rematch as well. The Brave Nation want to see the rematch so that they can have a real champion. a true champion. And that's me right here.
This obviously didn't sit well with Jose, who stopped short of calling Nkosi a sore loser, but did say that there was no controversy to his victory.
I fought Nkosi Ndebele August 12th in Bogota, Colombia. I thought I won 4 rounds to 1. I could see it 3-2, but no matter what, I thought it was a unanimous decision. And the judges saw it for split. Sure, people all have their own opinion. I scored it my way, my team scored it their way, and Nkosi obviously scored it his way, where he's calling me fake champion, and he thought he won in that split decision. I don't see how he won. Cool, you landed some few pop shots, nice little knee that cut me, but that was your highlight of the fight, and that was in the very first round. After that, you died out, and I put you in multiple submissions. I made you cartwheel, do front flips, back flips, and you got tossed around by the small guy. And at the end of the day, you're still calling me a fake champion. I'm all the way at the top of the mountain and I can barely hear you, but you have to come to my mountain in the Kingdom of Bahrain. And December 15th, I'm gonna erase all the doubts. I'm gonna finish you. It's not going to the judges. I can't put it to the judges, because no matter if I win 5 rounds to none, you will always call me a fake champion. So I need to do what I need to do, just like I did at Bogota, and that's win and be, and still, the Bantamweight Brave Combat Federation champion.
When given the option for immediate revenge, Nkosi jumped at the chance. An immediate rematch is what his fans and himself were calling for, and he got it. This time, Nkosi is not leaving anything to chance. For the first time in his professional career, he will be doing his preparation outside of South Africa and has settled in Bali, Indonesia, where the fresh bodies for sparring and the new techniques he's being exposed to provide him with a window into his future, a future he envisions as a brave CF champion of the world. As for Torres, he believes the 25 minutes he spent locked in the cage with Ndebele will prove priceless.
So this one transition was very good, it was very tight.
Yo, the big thing about the fight that I did not expect against Nkosi was how well he was going to use his length. The teep kicks was a huge factor. I thought it was going to be more of a boxing match with his jabs, but his back leg push kick, his teep kick, he didn't even throw it with balance. Sometimes he was falling back, just throwing it to keep me away. There was no setup. I couldn't really read the hips, and he's a lot longer than I expected, which gave me a lot of trouble. But the fun fact was, by the time I got inside, I think he decided to tie me up before I tied him up, which technically is a smart thing to do. The only problem was, no matter what, I'm going to get you down to the ground. If you let me grab you, I'm going to toss you. And I believe I tossed him 6-7 times. Literally because of that, I received my black belt in judo and jiu-jitsu that day because I tossed him so much. I remember in the match, he was mumbling to himself, I'm gonna be champion, I'm gonna be champion. And I should have realized then that I needed to put him to sleep or break his arm when I got the arm bar. I was too merciful and I was too nice. I thought he would tap out because I had that locked in. There was no extending it more, if not it would have broke. And I know injuries and I just didn't want to do that. And I guess I probably shouldn't be in a sport where I'm merciful, where you shouldn't show any mercy, but it also annoys me when after you call me fake champion, and it bothers me that I didn't put you to sleep or break your arm or do this and do that, because I'm champion and there's a reason for it. And December 15th, I need to show that. I need to throw the respect outside the window when the fight starts.
A veteran of the sport, the world champion is confident that he can make the necessary adjustments to negate any success Nkosi did have in their first bout, while providing even more devastating offense to his opponent. He believes an immediate rematch is a bad idea for Nkosi Ndebele, and is eager to showcase exactly why.
I'm here for 3 weeks, so my big thing is trying to get outside, trying to get out of the hotel, and I like secluded myself and really give focus, put all my attention on the fight. So I'm definitely gonna get out, man. Look good, feel good. I feel good already, which I'm happy about, and I'm about to look even better. Get my sides cleaned up. The barbershop in Jafar that I go to all the time. Hey, I came in looking like a different guy. I come out looking like someone new because of this, man. I appreciate you, man. Oh yeah, Bob Lewis Supreme Cuts here in Bahrain. Ooh, look at that fresh fade too. Beard fade, hair fade. I'm just not fading. This is the bad part about this little film thing, because it's just me running my errands, getting a haircut, doing my laundry, got to do 2 interviews, got to go get punched in the face, try not to die, rest up, and then do it all over again the next day. It's every day all the way up until the fight, while also cutting weight, try to live a semi-social life, trying to maintain some mental peace and clarity.
For Nkosi, the time away from family is a sacrifice. While Bali provides beautiful weather, new training partners, and new coaching, Ndebele is stepping away from his comfort zone.
It's far. Bali is far from home, man. It's really far. And I miss my family now, man. I miss my mom. I don't have a big family. It's just my mom, my 2 siblings. All this time that I'm here, I know what I'm here for, you know, at the same time, and I'm glad that they also understand, you know, that I'm here to train and I'm here to put in work. And they are really supporting me. I'm not complaining because I know what I want, you know, I know what I'm doing this for, and you know, hey, if it has to happen this way so that I can be world champion on the 15th, get my hand raised up, you know, then so be it. And a lot of people will have to understand, you know, especially back at home, my siblings, my mom, whoever, those who are close to me, those who are looking up to me, they'll have to understand because, you know, things will be different. You know, once I get that belt, you know, it's going to open a lot of opportunities and, you know, it will make things easier for me and life easier for them as well.
He motivates the team around him, pushes hard. In here, first guy that's in here, last guy that leaves. I mean, he's just that kid. So for me, when you look at that, he has all the attributes of a champion.
An international citizen from his IMMAF days, Torres is used to all the traveling as he closes his camp in Bahrain ahead of Brave CF80.
We got a lot of guys fighting this week, or the week of International Combat Week. So we want to utilize the one cage to really simulate the fight. We got a lot of high-level guys going, so you know, I'm gonna be last. I'll be doing the 5 round. Everyone will split up around with me. Ramazan's going his 3 rounds first, and then who else? And then Mr. Mac is going, and then you know, me, little me.
Today finish sparring with Shorty, a 5 round, 5 minutes. Everything good. He's keep your plan. He's feel good. Recovery between the rounds is good, and everything going to plan.
Rematches are very different. When you spend 25 minutes with the same guy, now you know his power. He knows your power. There's a certain stuff that you need to readjust, preparing for the next fight. And for sure, we're doing the readjustment. And I know for sure Shorty comes from a good camp and he's doing those adjustments to get this win, and we're doing the adjustments to get the win and hopefully the finish.
You know, no one cares at the end of the day, bro. No one cares about until you get to a certain level. No one cares about your story. So you have to keep grinding and grinding until that opportunity comes, and that's what I'm gonna keep doing, man. And if I honestly continue the way I'm doing, I know I'm definitely gonna make it. And it's not easy. It's not easy. It's tough mentally, you know, to the body. But I'll keep grinding, man, and I'll definitely get there.
The champion can't help but reflect on how far he's come. But there's still plenty left in the career of these 2 young men, now entering their primes. On another lifetime, they could be great training partners, even friends. But destiny has put them as amicable rivals, and now as enemies. However, on Brave CF80 Fight Night, one story will move forward, another will stay put. Whose story moves on? December 15th, the most global MMA organization in the world, Brave Combat Federation, closes out a historic 2023 with the biggest rematch of the year, the last bout of 2023, the last bout of the Brave International Combat Week. Opposes friendly rivals turned bitter enemies. After a contested first bout, top contender Nkosi Ndebele has a second chance to become the Brave CF Bantamweight Champion of the world. In front of him lies the champion, a man who has been challenged both in life and inside the cage. Jose Shorty Torres is in search of validation and will not stop until he gets his dues. An undisputed champion will rise. Brave CF80. Tune in on Brave TV app, bravecftv.com, and partner networks around the globe.